Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's reshaping global power dynamics. BRICS Plus has emerged as a rival economic and geopolitical bloc to NATO, signaling a significant shift in the balance of power. This isn't just a minor adjustment, it's a tectonic shift that could alter the course of international relations for years to come. If you're curious about how this new bloc could challenge the Western-centric order and what it means for the future, you're in the right place. Stick around, because this is a deep dive you won't want to miss. What is BRICS Plus? Let's start by breaking down what BRICS Plus actually is. BRICS originally stood for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. But now, there's talk of expanding the bloc to include other nations like the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Ethiopia, and Iran. This expansion would not only increase the bloc's influence, but also change the way we think about global cooperation. Unlike NATO, which is a military alliance with a strong focus on North America and Europe, BRICS Plus is about economic cooperation. The goal is to bolster its members' global influence, especially in developing regions. This isn't just about forming alliances. It's about challenging the traditional Western-centric order and advocating for a multipolar world. So, the question is, can BRICS Plus deliver on its promise to give emerging economies a greater say in international affairs? BRICS Plus as a demographic powerhouse. One of the most compelling aspects of BRICS Plus is its massive population base. We're talking about a bloc that includes China and India, which together make up over a third of the world's population. Add in the other BRICS Plus countries, and you're looking at over 3 billion people, nearly half of the world's population. This demographic power is crucial because it offers a substantial consumer market, a broad labor force, and a wealth of potential talent. These factors can drive development at an accelerated pace. Now, let's contrast this with NATO countries. Many NATO nations, particularly in Europe, are grappling with aging populations. This trend tends to slow economic growth due to smaller, older workforces and increased financial burdens from healthcare and pensions. It's a stark contrast with the youthful vitality of BRICS Plus nations. This demographic imbalance could shift economic and geopolitical dynamics, especially if BRICS Plus can harness its younger, more dynamic population for economic growth and innovation. Economic comparison. GDP and energy markets. In January, the BRICS bloc announced the inclusion of 5 new members: Saudi Arabia, Iran, UAE, Egypt, and Ethiopia. This marks the first time the Middle East and North Africa region is represented within the group. Why does this matter? Because it has significant implications for the global energy market. The addition of major oil producers like Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Iran boosts BRICS's role in global energy markets. Saudi Arabia, for instance, dominates the global crude oil market, accounting for 16.3% of global seaborne crude oil exports. The UAE is also among the world's top 10 oil producers, with about 96% of its roughly 100 billion barrels of proven oil reserves located in Abu Dhabi. This expansion also has a direct impact on the combined GDP of BRICS. With the new members, the BRICS GDP is approximately $3.8 trillion, representing 29.3% of the global total. This economic strength, combined with the foundational BRICS nations' GDP, underscores the growing economic might of the BRICS bloc. The question is, can NATO keep up with this rapidly expanding economic force? BRICS Plus vs NATO. GDP PPP comparison. Let's talk numbers. As of 2024, the GDP PPP of BRICS Plus is estimated at around $62 trillion. That's a significant leap from NATO's estimated $37 trillion. This stark difference reflects the rising economic influence of BRICS Plus, especially with powerhouse economies like China and India. While NATO's GDP primarily comes from the aggregate economic performance of its nations, with the United States at the forefront, BRICS Plus's collective economic strength is gaining traction. What's more, the addition of countries like Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Iran not only boosts the economic power of BRICS Plus, but also adds strategic energy resources to the mix. These new members bring in their own unique contributions, from oil to agriculture, enhancing the bloc's economic diversity and resources. This combination of economic strength and resource diversity could challenge NATO's traditional dominance. Export capabilities. BRICS Plus vs NATO. NATO nations, led by the United States, play a pivotal role in the international trade ecosystem, especially in energy and technology. In 2022, the U.S. emerged as a key provider of energy to Europe, supplying half of its liquefied natural gas (LNG) and 12% of its oil needs. This not only highlights NATO's critical role in ensuring global energy security but also showcases its capacity for leadership in the shift towards renewable energy sources. NATO's advanced technological capabilities also bolster its strategic influence in fostering global sustainability and innovation. On the other hand, with its new members, Brics Plus is set to expand its global export share from 20.2% to 25.1%, diversifying and amplifying its export power. The UE, for instance, achieved a record high in non-oil foreign trade, reaching $953 billion in 2023. Similarly, Saudi Arabia's export revenue in 2022 stood strong at $362 billion, predominantly from crude oil. However, the kingdom is actively expanding into non-oil sectors as part of its Vision 2030. Egypt, Ethiopia, and Iran also contribute to Brics Plus's economic diversity and resources, especially in the energy sector. These export capabilities could play a crucial role in reshaping global trade dynamics. With Brics Plus expanding its reach, NATO might face new challenges in maintaining its position as a global leader in energy and technology exports. In summary, Brics Plus leads in several sectors, including energy, GDP, PPP, and demographics. This is supported by its larger and younger population. In contrast, NATO countries are grappling with aging populations, which may increasingly depend on immigration to sustain their economies and societies. This shift in global power dynamics indicates a potentially brighter future for Brics Plus, with a broader and more dynamic demographic base. But the story doesn't end here. The world is watching to see how these two blocs will interact and what this means for international relations, trade, and economic growth. Will Brics Plus continue to grow and challenge NATO's traditional dominance? Will NATO adapt and maintain its leadership in a changing global landscape? Only time will tell. Also in today's news, Brics pushing for common currency in bid to reduce reliance on US dollar. South African envoy. The Brics are advancing the progress of its common currency, while actively promoting the use of local currencies for member states to reduce the risks of solely relying on the US dollar. South African ambassador to China Siyabonga Cyprian Seawheel told the Global Times on Friday. In an interview on the sidelines of a reception hosted by the South African Embassy in China to mark the country's 30th anniversary of freedom, Seawheel also spoke highly of China-South Africa bilateral ties and refuted slanders against China's cooperation with Africa. Regarding the Brics currency, the task force formed by the financial ministers of the member states will have a meeting in May to move corresponding discussions forward, with a focus on key issues including promoting greater stability of international monetary and financial systems, the South African envoy said. Seawheel stressed the importance of supporting the use of local currencies with open financial data sharing, while looking into digital currencies as ways to explore multiple and stable mechanisms for trade and settlement to reduce the risks such as sanction by just relying on a singular currency. Amid the rapid development of technologies such as artificial intelligence, Seawheel noted that the Brics endorses technology, as adapting new technologies properly is beneficial for everyone. When it comes to the Brics expansion, Seawheel highlighted the fruitful achievements realized during the Brics Summit in 2023, which was held in Johannesburg, South Africa. Brics leaders agreed at the summit to invite 6 countries, including Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates, to join the group. Seawheel noted that over 20 countries had expressed an interest in joining the group as they saw the positive aspects of being a Brics member, adding that the new members also represent significant economies across the world. He said that the discussion of expansion is continuing as senior officials are working to create guidelines that are non-discriminatory with cogent criteria covering different characters rather than just economic standards. As 2024 marks the start of a new decade for the China Proposed Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, Seawheel shone a spotlight on the already tangible cooperation on infrastructure, in addition to Chinese companies, helping South Africa tackle energy challenges last year, foreseeing cooperation being further strengthened in coming years while aligning the BRI with the African Union's 50-year Continental Development Blueprint, Agenda 2063. China has been instrumental in assisting connecting African countries, Seawheel said, stressing that the construction of infrastructure has helped boost trade among African countries. He emphasized that slanders against China's cooperation with Africa, such as debt trap, are unfounded, as most African countries' debt do not come from China but elsewhere. Meanwhile, China-South Africa bilateral exchange and cooperation have been continuously improving. China has remained South Africa's largest trading partner since 2009, while South Africa has been China's largest African trading partner since 2010. Official data show that the bilateral trade grew from $1 billion in 1998 to $56 billion in 2023. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on global economic and geopolitical developments. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts on Brics Plus and its impact on global power dynamics. We'd love to hear from you.